Alright, gonna deal with the comments on this, pretty much great video that I did. And there's a ton of crap comments, but they're all crap. I mean, everybody is just, even people who usually have some kind of brain are just talking babble all over the place. I mean, it just is so depressing. The metaphors I use in the video are just so clear. The argument is made. Okay, this basically is a Hunger Game. The monster is us. Okay, it's our own fucking expectation that we can have. Okay, without have-notting. I mean, oh well, I don't want to remake the video. It's pretty clear. Okay, so this guy, John Yin, he actually gets it here. He said, oh, clear, concise, brilliantly pitched. How can anyone disagree? Well, you're going to waste a whole bunch of time on this video commenting a bunch of poetic crapola that just kind of makes it clear how somebody can disagree because you create so much fucking confusion that who the fuck could get the message? I mean, fucking people. So anyway, this night picnic one. I don't know who the person is, but whatever. Women. I'm sorry, but Jesus, every single one of you. Well, yeah, you do have a pussy, so I guess that's why you're pussies. Anyway, I think the poor have much more of a chance now than in biblical choice now than in biblical times. And then she, question mark. So that was she was just. You think the poor have much more. Systematic oppression and social exclusion is alive and well, I can assure you. Yes, so are welfare checks. So are bitches deliberately having babies because they're going to get a goddamn check. So are, there's a ton of people faking disabilities right the fuck now so they can get a free ride, a free check. Alright, so don't be playing this goddamn game. What choice did the poor have in the past to go out and waste their time playing basketball or, spending their whore's welfare check on $400 sneakers and all this other bullshit? The credit cards to fucking goddamn here. Pretending they're entitled when they haven't done any work to be entitled. I mean, what the fuck? This is just such bullshit. So this is just all kind of just whatever. If systematic oppression, I guess I don't know exactly what that is. So you're going to have to show me some of that that's still around. And social exclusion. Well, if social exclusion is going to get you down, okay, if you're going to compare social exclusion to goddamn leprosy, I'm going to say that's a pretty fucking lame-ass argument. Anyway. Alright, love when you're soldier, sinner. Okay, so what's this? Soldier, sinner? Honestly, who gives a fuck? It's word games. What the fuck does that mean? Really, you can't tell the difference between somebody who's trying to fix something and somebody who's breaking something. And you're going to call them all the same thing. Is that it? What? What is that? Is that supposed to mean something to me, you motherfucker? Oh, that's right. Of course it's not. I think I'll just get rid of this guy. Too stupid. On that one. Alright, to be serious. This ought to be fun. Okay. He who joyfully marches to the music in rank and file has already earned my contempt. So this is a quote from Einstein. So this is the start of it. He who joyfully marches. Alright now, you skanky bitch. How many fucking times have I called this the most annoying thing in the world? That I have to come to this fucking plant and talk to fucking morons and explain the ABCs. I have compared this job to being a goddamn universal janitor. Does that mean I have pageantry? Is there marching band somewhere? Am I giving some indication that I'm having a good fucking time, you stupid fucking cunt? Oh no, there's no indication that I'm having a good time. There's no indication of marching bands or parties or cupcakes or any of that goddamn shit. I'm not making any glorifying statements about goddamn war, you stupid goddamn cunt. You can't see how this is grotesquely offensive? To sit there and take Einstein as if you fucking own him? As if you have a right to dig Einstein out of the ground, grab him by the neck, and try to shove him in my fucking face? You have a right to do that, you skanky cunt? You are so fucking arrogant. Well, you think you're goddamn God. You think you have a right to create life. Shit. Let's read the rest of Einstein. He has been given a large brain by mistake, since for him the spinal cord would fully suffice. So he's basically calling people lizards. This disgrace to civilization should be done away with at once. Yes, of course, he's saying war should be done away with. In my metaphor, which you don't pay any attention to, right? It's a thought experiment. That means it takes a brain. You have to think about the thing the person's goddamn saying. So you're doing exactly what Einstein is complaining about. You're showing how little your brain is. Your fucking spinal cord is reacting to the video. Okay, the video was a metaphor. It used a Goliath as the enemy. Alright, it's not a war of man against man, you stupid cunt. You didn't even get that. And the point is the whole fucking point of the war is having a war against war, you stupid cunt. So again, you can't get anything right. And in almost the implication of this quote used in this context would almost imply that Einstein was somehow against all war, that he wouldn't have suggested that America interfere and stop the Nazis from annihilating the Jews. That's almost the implication of your use of this quote in this context. Are you suggesting that Einstein would say America should not have stopped the Nazis from annihilating the Jews? Stupid bitch. This disgrace to civilization should be done away with. Heroism at command, senseless brutality, and all loathsome nonsense. I hate all of this. How despicable and ignoble war is. I would rather be torn to shreds than be part of so base an action. So he's almost implying that if this is the epistemic, the fundamental condition of mankind, that he'd rather be dead, that he'd rather not have been, if this is what man will do forever. So there you even lose on the argument. Do you really think Einstein would be on your side in this argument? Do you really think that Einstein would have some brilliant counter-argument to me, you stupid cunt? I mean, how dare you use his name? How dare you do that? Okay, I mean, you want to use some, like, it's one hell of an illusion. You want to use the simple quotes from Einstein, the harmless ones? Yeah, go ahead. But when you use his quotes for your political agenda, that makes you one motherfucking rude bitch. Okay, don't eradicate reconstructing the game. Yeah, so we've been over this a million times. You're not addressing a single point in the goddamn video. You want to knit band-aids, okay? You somehow think it's a good idea that all the soldiers should just wait for somebody to get shot. They should all run to the guy getting shot and soak up all the blood. Okay? Don't bother fighting the goddamn war, and certainly don't win the war. Just bandage the wounded. See if you can make 1 trillion wounded, and then you can keep you busy for a lifetime knitting your fucking synthetic goddamn bandages. Because I don't think you're going to show up for the real game anyway. Okay? You're going to go walk a dog and think that's going to solve the goddamn world's problems. You think you're going to fix the human condition because you're going to say something like, well, here's a love note. Look, on Valentine's Day I sent you a Valentine. Isn't everything okay now? I mean, this is just unrealistic. It's philosophically vacant. You're just doing the dumb, blonde bullshit. Okay? I mean, either grow the fuck up and have a real philosophical argument or shut the fuck up. Because you're just fucking acting like a goddamn child with this nonsense. I just think we should just make war evaporate. Let's put it on the stove and boil it away. Shit. Alright, so then these other assholes chime in. Let's see if they say anything brilliant or stupid. John Yin. The goal of the game will always be how to attain units of energy to maintain one's own integrity. Well, guess what? The game has gotten a lot more complicated than that, so why don't you just shut the fuck up? Because that's just fucking stupid. We're sentient beings now, not just reproductive organs. We have a whole brain piled on top. It's not just about energy anymore, so this is just stupid. The horror is this. It is ultimately impossible to maintain one's own integrity regardless as we are caught within a system that degrades all beings without exception. It is impossible to reconstruct the game. The game owns us. It is all absurd and futile, sadly. Yeah, well, you could have just said what I said in the goddamn video, which is you have to create the negative first. The illusion is the positive. There is no positive. There's just cleaning up messes. The only construct, the only job intelligence has is to fix something that's broken. So you have to break something before intelligence is going to have a job. I know this way of thinking is the crux of the problem. Within extreme biological determinism, there is no possibility of resilient intelligence or empathy making a real difference. Well, whatever. Again, empathy is an emotion. So it's not, that's like saying cuteness or something. This doesn't mean anything. Okay, your empathy is not what's needed. What is needed is people who can diagnose a problem and then prescribe an actual solution. And you're not doing that. Fortunately, this isn't true when life is being lived. I don't even know what that means. Fortunately, this isn't true when life is being lived. What does that mean? Actions do make a big difference. Well, not walking fucking dogs doesn't. You're not going to cure malaria with that one. Is this evolutionary game so badly rigged that we all need to declare defeat? Well, I'm just saying, what is the evolutionary game? Go ahead, look into the real world and go smell the goddamn grief and horror. I mean, again, what are the attrition rates? What's the attrition rates of octopuses, the smartest sea creature? What's their attrition rate, to be serious? Why don't you go research that and find the number? How many octopi born with a fully formed brain, okay, survive the first week? And work to extinguish all life? I think that's kind of doom gloom will ultimately lead to the dead end of absurdity and futility that you wish to avoid. Well, I think you're going to basically, you stupid, idiotic, wishful thinking band-aid makers will in fact torture, okay, a million times more sentient beings with your fake empathy, okay? You're talking from your own goddamn ego. You will sacrifice 1,000,000 times more sentient life being tortured, okay, just to gratify your silly ego because you can't let it go. So that makes you one motherfucking goddamn, I mean, Adolf Hitler can't even come close to the fucking toll of horror your kind wishes to impose. You're going to fail, and you're going to do it by catastrophically squishing millions of sentient lives because you won't be reasonable. I can't really add any thoughts to my original comment. I would challenge this phrase, though, extreme biological determinism. The word extreme has been added to infer, I presume, an unreasonable position. But surely, based around evidence through science and just plain observation when staring into the jungle, we can see the game of life clearly. That's goddamn right. It's always the extreme position, but they don't have what is required, which is the argument, the evidence showing how there's something inaccurate in the extreme position. So they don't prove the extreme position inaccurate. They just say, I don't like it because it's not sitting here in the middle of the neutral pile of shit. Yeah. We can wish, hope, and pray for different outcomes, but hopefully we are mature. No, see, she's not mature enough. That's the whole problem. And I know this is voodoo and rather silly. Okay. Oh, good. Here's the asshole I just blocked. I wouldn't call it impossible, but the price might be unreasonable. But how do you determine that? I don't know. Well, then just go away if you don't know anything. Okay? Fuck you. It's pretty easy to determine. It really isn't complicated. It's like sweeping the floor, but sometimes that's its own reward. It feels good just to sweep up the little bits and blobs and put them in the bin. Fuck knows where the bin goes. Yeah, well, the real point is where is the shit coming from? And we know where the shit comes from. That falls out of stupid skanky vaginas, okay? And it's created by fucking goddamn ignorance. And that we goddamn do know. We know that the baby makers are the stupidest, dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. And we know that most of them are making babies because they think there's a sky daddy that says they should do it. So yeah, it seems like that's an infinitely fixable goddamn problem. I think the volume of the sewage spewing out is all created by goddamn stupidity, and none of these fucking intellectuals seem to have enough brains to say, oh yes, the sewage is being created by stupidity. Well, maybe we should put a cork first in stupidity, and then we can analyze the rest of these sources. And if there's actually a legitimate source of sewage, well, maybe we'll keep that. But I don't think they're ever going to find one. Shit. I like cleaning, but I realize I'm temporarily relocating the dust particles, and the little bastards have an army just waiting to invade my world again. Well, see, again, you don't understand that when you turn the fucking faucet off, water doesn't come out anymore? You really don't understand that? No, they're not going to come out anymore. If you just turn the faucet off, there's no more water in the sink. Duh. I swear I hear mocking laughter as I power up my Henry. Well, I don't know what a fucking Henry is, but whatever. I wish I had a Henry. I don't know what a Henry is. What is that? Is your curling iron? Fuck. People. Dumb bastards. Alright, so now we got... Oh, this goes on forever. Look at this. It goes on forever. And started by Mariana. Another skanky fucking cunt. Alright. You can't have selective compassion. You rescue all in need of rescuing. It's not the subject. We're talking about, like, basically imposers and rapists, okay? We're talking about people who wish to, that's the Goliath, okay? The monsters has been described. The monster is the facts of life, cancer, death, lack of consent, just fundamental lack of deserve, okay? Injustice, a fundamental injustice. No deserve here, no contract that you agree to, randomness in a sense, okay? And, nothing, the rights aren't earned, unearned rights. These are the facts of life that are the Goliath. They're the thing we're fighting, you stupid bitch. So this is just such a pile of crap, this selective compassion thing. You're just, what, pretending that you're the compassionate one? That you're the one that gives a fuck? No, I say you're the sadistic one, okay? You're the sadistic motherfucker going there as somebody's guts are pouring out. Fuck you and your there bullshit. As a soldier, your job is to save and protect the weak, the needy, and the disabled, the children and the old people, and sometimes the enemy. What the fuck sense does that make? Well, who the fuck logically thinks that's your job in war? That's going to win the war? Yes, you're going to win the war by spending your time reading bedtime stories to children. That's how you that's how you win a fucking war. Oh, I don't think so. Oh, God. I mean, I wish the Iraqis, I wish the Iranians would hire this crazy bitch as their military strategist. It would make our job pretty fucking easy, wouldn't it? I mean, the Muslims would be pretty easy to control if we can get them to waste their time, wiping old people asses and reading bedtime stories to children. Fuck you. You can't have selective compassion. Again, who doesn't do this? What do you mean you can't have selective compassion? It seems perfectly sensible to have selective compassion. If there's two people and I can only help one of them, and one of them's a 6-year-old who's never had a miserable thought in their lives, and the other one's a despicable wife beater and rapist, why the fuck wouldn't I be selective? Stupid bitch. You rescue all that need rescuing. Well, what else? So you're going to tell us what the rescue is, right? You're going to tell me how I need to be rescued? No, I need to be rescued from you goddamn God players. It was a motherfucking cunt God player, okay, who compromised my welfare. I needed to be rescued from the hands of the ignoramuses that are you. Okay, anyway, 8-bit. Most of the soldiers are at the baseball game, at the casino, at the cinema, at the beach. Only a few of them are actually in the front lines fighting disease, death, and insanity, so everyone else can watch Honey Boo Boo. Yeah, well, that's not even the subject either. I mean, that's already a concession, but the point is the intellectuals have, yes, they have left the building, okay? They're all going to Elvis concerts. You can't have selective compassion. You can't help but feel empathy, but you can select or direct your compassion. And again, what does this have to do with any of the points made in the video? It's not about generating compassion. It's not about generating empathy. It's about recognizing the logical scenario, okay, that your empathy will only feed the disease. That every resource you spend on symptom management is just one more day that the disease creates more victims. You stupid bitch. If you don't focus your efforts in the area where you have the most impact, then you are destined to fail. Well, I don't know if you're destined to fail, but you're destined to create a whole lot of grief. You're destined to be inefficient, and sometimes the enemy. Feel free to protect your enemies. If I, for one, would never be so naive as to let those who wish me harm enjoy my protection. Yeah, again, why would you protect the Nazis? It would be stupid way to play the game. It certainly would be a dumb way to win the war. I would protect my enemies, but I would protect and defend their rights. Oh, so she qualifies it. She would not protect her enemies, but she would protect and defend their rights. Their right to do what? The subject is the conflict of interest here. They wish to have the right to rape and murder. They have the right to cannibalize. They have a right to exploit. You're going to do all of that? You're going to protect their right to think you're a mental deficient and enslave you? Ugh, you're just too stupid for this conversation. That's a fair point. Oh, she actually responded. That's a fair point, but we've come a long way from nature and evolution seeing to it that only the strong survive. You can't go back, not if you're concerned with human suffering. And who's arguing to go back? Nobody. Nobody's arguing about even this subject. The point is that it is you do-gooders who are creating the problem. You say, look, he's starving. Let's give him food because he's in pain. And you do nothing to stop him from converting that food directly into a baby. Nothing. You do absolutely nothing. You don't recognize the practical implications that as soon as you put the food in their mouth, it will fall out of their vagina in the form of a new human being that will be starving. So what have you accomplished, moron? Okay, you don't apply any logic. You don't apply any confines of the real world we live in. You're just talking this rainbow, four-leaf clover, hopey-wishy nonsense that has absolutely nothing to do with a fact illustrated in the video or metaphored in the video. You're just not even close to the goddamn subject. Except you're preaching on my video, pretending that you care. And that's all you're doing, pretending. How many diamond rings do you have? Just curious. Yeah. And to what judge I appeal for fairness? Oh, I love that one. Yeah, that's it. Where's that judge comment? That was a good one. Oh, it's not here, the judge comment. Strange. Anyway, and to what judge can I appeal for fairness? The one who fucked Gary over, and what jury? The Zimmerman jury? The ones that the show trials? That aside, my point was about protecting them. The man is robbing my house, and I have a choice to defend myself at risk of his life. Should I seek to protect him? Okay, I don't even get into that whole politics, but yeah. Okay, here's the stupid night picnic. I don't think Gary is arguing in favor of natural selection. Oh, duh. And judges and juries are so fair and wise and always come to the just and reasonable verdict. You may as well say it's for God to judge your enemy. Vengeance belongs to the Lord and all that. Well, the point is that I don't mind bowing to an authority if the authority has some kind of credibility. So show me an authority that has credibility. I wouldn't even mind if To Be Serious would go to the actual work of digging up Einstein, okay, because I think Einstein would have probably been an excellent authority because he would have listened to the argument and he'd probably say to To Be Serious, you are a stinky cunt. Just shut up. Anyway, it's arrogant to be selective. His analogy is that he is a soldier, but he only wants to save those that don't need saving. Now listen to that one. What the fuck does that mean? But he wants to save those who don't need saving. How do I make any sense out of that? What is that? What the fuck is that? It's just this vacant accusation that somehow he just wants to rape babies. What does that mean? How can you possibly convert that into a reasonable argument? I mean, what do you want me to say? You want to suck diamond encrusted black dick. There, okay? I'll just impugn your character. I'll just shove a black dick in your face and say I made an argument. What the fuck does this mean? How dare you tell me what I want to do and then suggest that what I'm trying to do is stupid in just a vacant sentence that doesn't explain how exactly that could possibly be true? He only wants to save those that don't need saving. What is a thing that doesn't need saving? Will you please point to one? Fucking A. Oh, it's arrogant to refer to people who experience adversity as weak or needy and think that you are somehow equipped to save them. Well, again, the whole point is again, the subject is antinatalism as a most efficient solution to the human problem. There's lots of human problems. There's lots of things we should fix. I just pointed out there's a ton of valves coming out that are pouring sewage into the fucking pool, and a ton of them are all just ignorance. And none of the intellectuals are smart enough to say, gee, you know what? It's ignorant people thinking stupid things that are creating all this excess population, so maybe we should just call them stupid, and we should create some mechanisms to stop them behaving stupidly. Gee, but no, they can't do that because that would violate their god, the DNA molecule. Oh, fucking A. Okay, sticky plasters and salve for wounds, kind words for the dying. Oh, something like that, smiley face. Yeah, yes, of course, that is just too brilliant. Right, the Mother Teresa cure. Yeah, I just can't wait. There. Yeah. If you are able to face up to that fear, if you hold your nose and wade into the shit, you might find that it's not really all that dark in there. Oh, that's just brilliant. Your own darkness is the only real darkness. Oh, yeah, right. So you go to the nursing home and you see people hosing off, the demented, naked 90-year-olds. And, yeah, you're supposed to retain some sort of intellectual integrity in the face of that. And by engaging meaningfully with the world, by finding that people I thought were lepers were just people, my own darkness suddenly got all brighter. Oh, that's just too sweet. Write it on a postcard. Send it to Hallmark. I don't know if I could deal with large-scale battlefield-style horror where it's all anonymous mutilation, but did this nurse feel no gratification from saving lives? So there we go again, saving lives. No, you can't do that. Sorry, it's not possible. All you can do is prolong lives. So all you can do is set them up for the next goddamn offense. Alright, so there's no saving lives. Even if she couldn't save them all, she can't save any. Did she feel no connection to the people she initially wanted to care for? Is there no value in being present for someone's last breath? Listen, if you were in the goddamn room when my last breath is coming, I'm going to try to puke in your goddamn face. Get the hell away from me, you crazy bitch. You think your there is going to solve my goddamn problem? I got a goddamn cancer eating my goddamn liver, and I want to hear you going there, it's all alright. No, it's not alright, you stupid cunt. Get the fuck out of my goddamn face. Get the fuck out of my goddamn room. Get the fuck off this planet, you crazy shit. Jesus, yeah, there is no value. Is there no value? Yes, there is no value. Okay, for you to be there while somebody's blood starts leaking out of their ears. Suffering isn't pretty, but turning your back on those who suffer only increase it. No, you stupid bitch, sitting there wasting all our resources making band-aids will ensure that you cure nothing. You fix nothing, you solve nothing, you just end up making band-aids forever. No, she want out of the profession. It's not uncommon. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about nurse psychology. Quite obviously, they become the coldest, cruelest, most sadistic motherfuckers on earth. I mean, because there's no other way to do the job. You have to be some kind of incredibly cynical motherfucker to go face that shit every day. Alright, I know these gems. They are everywhere. They do it they do it not to feel fulfilled. They do it because they are chosen to do the right thing. No, okay, go ahead. Show me some of that, please. Show me some of this. 8-bit victim, you're pretty smart guy. But go ahead. Show me. Give me a name. Can you give me a name of somebody who is the real Florence Nightingale or whatever the fuck you want to call it? The real deal? Because I'm sorry. I don't think you're going to find it. I don't think it fucking exists, okay? I've heard these people. I've seen these people, okay? I mean, it is disgusting. They all think they're saving the world. They really, it's like, to be serious. I walked somebody's dog today. You know, they talk about people dying like it's the, like, oh, I made it a spiritual experience for them. I helped them float to the clouds. I mean, their ego is all over this shit. Anyway. How much of this shit can I tolerate? Well, fuck this, fuck this. I realize this too. Let's see if there's any other Mariana moron comments. Where's her judge comment? That was the interesting one. Somehow we've lost that one. Well, anyway, I just take care of this. So this guy's doing the Quasimodo image thing. He is a little bit getting annoying with all this poetry shit. You know. Eats the soul, not the soul. I don't know, it's just poetry crap. The way the Luddite is right. It's technology that has caused the problem. Can we go back to the horse and cart? So you're using Quasimodo's image. I mean, he lived in horse and cart days. Was Quasimodo doing okay? I mean, what do you think you're going to go back to? Tyrannosauruses? I mean, this idiot thinks that humans are the problem. I mean, what are you doing on my videos? I mean, you really just don't get the subject at all, do you? You think it's what the wildebeest are doing just fine, and we should just have like a million, trillion, zillion years of wildebeest having flies lay eggs in their nose, and eat their brains, so they only spin in left-hand circles, so it makes it easier for the lion to jump on their back, rip open their guts, and eat them semi-half alive. Fuck you. Yeah, humans caused that problem. Humans invented the fly that eats wildebeest brains. No, I don't think so, shithead. Oh, God. Gary doesn't like his comments being reduced to tittle-tattle. Yeah, I don't like this, yeah, exactly, this poetry shit, this ambiguous crap, and it's all fucking off the goddamn subject, which is the problems are systemic to life. Life is broken fundamentally at its core. I said it in the goddamn video. That's the subject of the goddamn video, and you're pretending I didn't say it. Even before the Industrial Revolution, we were too puny to do much harm. I mean, isn't that hilarious? Oh, it just matters how many people are suffering. It doesn't matter how they're suffering or what percentage of them are suffering. So even though most of the human race wasn't living to be, 35 years old, that was so much cooler. Jesus Christ. I mean, it was just great. I mean, no fucking aspirin, even. Not even aspirin. Can we step back from the brink? I have to go along with efilism as the get-out-of-trouble-quick solution. We can backslide later when Gary's too old to care. Well, that's just so fucking interesting. Thank you very much for that. Backslide why? Oh, that's right, because you still haven't gotten over yourself and think there's some reason we need more Quasimodos. I mean, you've basically described yourself as a deformed midget. And you want to what? Create more deformed midgets. Brilliant. How to convince others of the crisis. Convince Putin and the Chinese Obama. LOL. Nick Nolte. Blah, blah, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, just whatever. Fuck off. I mean, I'm just so sick of this shit. I mean, you really can't get the story here, can you? I mean, fuck. So anyway, enough of the video. I hate people. Yep. Really, I mean, the monster is humanity. Humans are dumb motherfuckers. Skanky. Dumb and skanky. Stupid. Blonde. I mean, they really are just, I mean, it's just so cliche, you know, blonde philosophy.